Yeah! Say we back with another one. It's Jdotbreazy. How a star football player got wrapped up in the war in Jackson. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go.
Jdotbreazy came up playing football, but after jumping off the porch, he left the field and started running through the trenches. Now, he's one of the hottest rappers in Jacksonville. And today, we're breaking down how he took over the scene and got wrapped up in one of the deadliest wars in the rap game. J-Dot came up in Jacksonville being raised by his mom because his dad was in and out of jail all the time. J-Dot wasn't gangbanging back in the day, but his family was always struggling to even put food on the table, and he ended up getting active at an early age. Before we got involved with the beef between Young and Ace and Fulio, J-Dot had already known a lot of dudes from both sides for a long time. In an interview with No Jumper, J-Dot said he met Spin the Bands when he was just a kid because his mom's friend lived in the same area. A lot of the dudes he knew were already repping sets, but J-Dot just made his own lane in the streets and wasn't affiliated with any gangs. He started stealing cars when he was in school, and J-Dot said that's what everyone was doing back then. Jacking whips like a trend in the city, and there were a bunch of teenagers showing up to parties driving stolen cars. He got away with it for a while, but eventually J-Dot caught a charge over a stolen whip and got locked up. He had been rapping since he was like 11 years old, but when he had to sit down on the inside, J-Dot started taking it more seriously. He was rapping for anyone who would listen to him, and when he talked to the homies on the outside, J-Dot told him he was going to become a rapper when he came home. At the same time, J-Dot had real potential to make it far with football. Right before he got locked up for the carjacking, his team won a state championship, which is a really big deal in Florida. J-Dot still had one foot in the streets though, and he ended up catching a gun charge right after that and got locked up again. Before he went inside, Jacksonville was violent, but not anything like it is today. There was definitely gangs getting into street drama, but back then, dudes would still settle it with fights instead.
See, it's a nigga like this who has so much potential of becoming you. Kick them out the streets. Say, stay in that football.
Just shooting at every op they spotted. J-Dot was cool with dudes from both sides before he went in for the gun charge. But while he was locked up, everything changed. There's a lot of different rumors about how it all started, but this is how the war in Jacksonville allegedly popped off. In 2017, Julio's cousin Zion Brown was shot and killed by a dude named DeAndre Thomas. Thomas was tied with Young and Ace, and they even caught a case together in 2018 for allegedly robbing the plug and letting shots off at him. Ace skated on the case, but that same year, he was involved in the shooting that really set the war off. Ace went to dinner with his brother and two homies to celebrate one of their birthdays. Usually they wouldn't be moving around in public like that, but that night they wanted to just chill and have a good meal at a steakhouse. Everything was cool at first, but when they were leaving the restaurant, a shooter rolled up and started dumping shots. Ace's brother and two friends were all killed, and Ace barely survived after he caught 8 bullets. That night changed Jacksonville forever, and bodies have been dropping on both sides ever since. In 2019, another Jacksonville rapper named Boss Goon was shot and killed right after he was released from prison. Boss Goon wasn't just another street dude though. He was the older brother of Ace's homie K-So. K-So is allegedly one of the most savage shooters in the city, and he allegedly got revenge less than a month later by killing Fulio's little homie Bibby. Bibby and his homie were chilling outside of his crib when a shooter walked up and started shooting at them. Bibby tried to run away but fell to the ground, and that's when the shooter stood over him and ended him with a bullet to the back of the head. K-So wasn't charged immediately, but he started sending shots at Bibby on tracks like K-So Bitch, where he rapped, "And you know we smoke Lil Bibby, bitch. K-So, bitch. Glocks and Rugers, we be hitting shit. We slipping shit. Don't run, we chase you down. We blitzing shit. We blitzing shit. Don't be bibbied out. We hitting shit. And shots a little bitch. Bibbied out." Then in January 2020, K-So allegedly took out another op in broad daylight when he killed a rapper named Lil Buck at a shopping center in Jacksonville. J-Dot had been cool with K-So for years, but he was also tight with dudes on the other side too. It wasn't an issue back in the day, but after the war popped off, he was forced to pick a side. After he came home from the gun charge, J-Dot was ready to focus completely on football and rap. He dropped his first track on YouTube and racked up over 400K views while he was still on an ankle monitor, and he told his football coaches he was done with all the street drama. When you in a city like Jacksonville, it's not that easy though, and both sides were putting pressure on him. According to J-Dot, Fulio's people were sneak dissing him, and then the situation got serious and changed J-Dot's life forever. All he wanted to do was make music and play football, but the ops wasn't gonna let that happen. Dudes started showing up at his school and sending threats, and that's how J-Dot got wrapped up in all the drama. One day, someone allegedly showed up with a gun, acting like they was gonna catch J-Dot when he left school. And the school security officer heard about it and called the real cops. J-Dot was watching football film with the team, but then he got called to the office, and the principal let him know that people were making threats on his life. The principal said that J-Dot being at school would put other kids in danger too, and told him to stay home until the situation cooled off. J-Dot did what he was supposed to and just chilled around for a month. Then he got the call that he could go back to school. But on his first day back, the dean told him he wasn't supposed to be there and took him back to the principal's office. Even though they're the ones who told J-Dot to stay home, the principal said that J-Dot had missed too many days. And that's when he left school behind and went all in with the rap game. Even if he wanted to go legit and get a normal.
What the hell is wrong with this school system, bruh? So that was their way of kicking him out? That's crazy.
Job, J-Dot said it wasn't possible because there was too much drama going on in the streets. He started rocking with Young and Ace's side of the beef, and not before long, J-Dot was losing homies in the trenches. Back in 2019, J-Dot's cousin Rollo was with Young and Ace and some other homies at a Hampton Inn when the ops ambushed them and started letting off shots. They chased him through a parking lot at the hotel, and Rollo unfortunately got hit in the body and was pronounced dead later that night. Rumors say that a dude named Tiki was involved with the hit. Tiki ended up getting killed not long after Rollo, and on the track No Name Dropping, J-Dot allegedly dissed him and rapped. He said he smoked Rollo pack, now that nigga winged up. Dig him up, that nigga dead. 762, then hit his friends. Young and Ace also dissed Tiki on his viral diss track against Fulio, Who I Smoke, when he raps, Who I Smoke, Tiki, in the hook. What's even crazier about the situation is that J-Dot got drunk on IG Live and started dissing Tiki. And during the live, he even said, I was on that hit, nigga.
FNs and Glocks, nigga. I'm drunk and fuck, nigga. Nigga know I smoke. I'm bitching at dead ass niggas, and I was on that hit, nigga.
J-Dot started seriously dropping music in 2019, and it didn't take long for him to get some buzz on his name.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Hundreds of thousands of views, but at the same time, the war in Jacksonville is getting crazier every day, and in 2020, he suffered another major loss. Lil Leaky was another dude from the east side of Jacksonville who was affiliated with a set called 1200. Leaky and J-Dot had been homies since they was kids. Most of them ended up getting kicked out of school, so back in the day, they just go to each other's houses and chill. But according to rumors, Leaky was one of the most active dudes in the city, and he even allegedly tried to take out Fulio's girlfriend, Bubin Baby. Back in 2020, Bubin was driving Fulio's car to the gas station with a friend when a shooter rolled up and started letting off shots. Whoever pulled the trigger probably wanted to kill Fulio, but Bubin ended up getting hit 3 times, and one of the shots actually took her finger off. Rumors say Leaky was behind the shooting, and his homie spent a ban